Alright guys, welcome back to the second session of the final playthrough of Persona 5 Royal. Today I will be trying out a different recording software. Last time I was using NVIDIA's Shadow Guard, is it called? Shadowplay maybe? I wasn't quite happy with how the audio turned out, especially how the mic was blowing over the game sound. It kind of cut out a couple of times, so I apologize for that. Today I'm using OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. I hope that the result will be a little bit better. I do suspect, however, that these first few sessions will be a lot of trial and error. So last time we just came out from our first little dip to the castle that Kamoshida owns, and now we just arrived at school. We're a little bit late, so let's see what happens. Well, they're instantly hostile. I like how everyone is really seeming to take Kamoshida's side in this sort of conflict. Already there's rumors about a crazy transfer student. I wonder who that could be.
They might kill you.
These like small conversations that you listen to, they help sort of paint the plot, I feel like, of why everything will go down as it does. Especially why Kamoshida has such incredible authority over the school, right? I mean, am I that scary looking? I don't know. Probably not, right?
Don't get involved.
There is, however, a bit of trivia that the reason he is wearing fake glasses and kind of not standing up straight, you know, is slouching slightly, is in order to give off like a non-threatening vibe. People are not supposed to think that he is the criminal that the rumors were suggesting. It should be the faculty office.
Oh, unbelievable.
Now that's a sigh if I ever heard one.
Being over half a day late on your first day?
You know, if I was that late back in high school, I probably would just not show up, honestly.
Can you explain yourself?
Well, I do remember one time, one of my classmates, he missed all day except the final period of the day. And that was kind of hilarious. He just came in, sat there for like 45 minutes, and then went right back home.
You can't be serious.
Hey, I'm being honest.
Will you pull yourself together? You were given fair warning yesterday. More importantly, I heard that you were caught along with that Sakamoto-kun.
Ooh, it seems she does not like Sakamoto-kun.
Don't get involved with him, okay? He's nothing but trouble.
I feel like here where I live, teachers would never say something like this explicitly. And here they do it, because, I mean, even if he is a bit of trouble, he's still her pupil, right? She goes to his school, her school, so I feel like she should maybe be a little bit more caretaking. This like might seem like just a small conversation to keep the story moving forward, but it also helps set the tone for how the characters will view adults in positions of authority. It's actually like more important than you think for setting the tone.
He wasn't like that when he was devoting his time to track and field, though. Anyway, break's almost over. Classes will end after 5th period today because of the subway accident. I'll have you introduce yourself when class resumes. Follow me. By the way, when you introduce yourself, be serious about it even if you're lying to the class, okay? Do not say anything
I feel like that's a
unnecessary.
contradiction, right? If be serious even if you're lying. What's a serious lie?
You think that's him?
Oh yes.
Huh? The one in the rumors?
Being super late on his first day? He really is insane.
He looks normal, though.
But he might slug us if we look him in the eye.
Yeah. I think those occurrences where you get slugged for looking someone in the eye, that's kind of rare.
Settle down. Well, I'd like to introduce a transfer student. Today we had him attend from the afternoon on since he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, that's I don't think anybody believes that.
All right, please say something to the class.
I'm gonna be a nice guy.
He seems quiet, but I bet when he loses it... I mean, he was arrested for assault, right?
So... Your seat will be... over there, the one that's open. Sorry, but can the people nearby please share your textbooks with him for today?
I don't know why she apologizes for that. I feel like that's just... How could he otherwise, like, attend the class?
Ugh, this sucks.
Lies.
Flashy student.
Did you catch that? Do those two know each other?
So the outcasts are getting grouped together now.
Ooh, does that mean he hit on her before transferring here? That means she's cheating on him with Mr. Kamoshida. Then again, this is Takamaki-san we're talking about.
They really like baseless rumor here. One interesting thing to note that usually it's a bit of a trope in Japanese media that the protagonist gets to sit by the window but the furthest back. So actually the guy sitting behind the protagonist has the classic seat that you usually have. And it's just a fun observation to make. But it will be, I'll say it will be relevant later, but there's some interesting stuff that will that guy will see.
For real, that side of the room is totally awful.
Whoa, that's harsh.
Oh, right. The volleyball rally's in 2 days. Everyone's just changed classes, so make sure you use that time to get to know each other.
We had the same class when I went to our equivalent of high school for 3 years.
Well then, let's get class started. Who's on duty today?
I don't really know why you'd mix kids again and again. I feel like that kind of destroys class spirit. I guess you do get to trade like on re-socializing, but it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Everyone, please rise.
It's better to have a good like class spirit.
What's wrong? Are you sure you're okay? Also, it seems like people are already talking about you, but I'm not the one who told them.
Okay.
You should head straight home without stopping by anywhere. Sakura-san sounded pretty angry.
Well, we were pretty late.
And about Sakamoto-kun, don't get involved. Speak of the devil. What do you want? I heard the police caught you cutting classes today.
It was nothing.
And you haven't dyed your hair back to black either.
In Japan, basically, dyeing your hair is a sign of being a delinquent.
Sorry about that. I'll be waiting on the rooftop.
See, that's why I don't want you getting involved. Understood?
No?
Why did you allow a student like him to transfer here? He's already started associating with Sakamoto, a student with a criminal record and the culprit of an assault case. At this rate, it'd be pointless how much I contribute to the school.
Now don't be like that. This school counts on you, Kamoshida-kun. You are our star. Still, a steady build-up is necessary behind such brilliance as well.
Your troubles never seem to end, do they, Principal Kobayakawa? All right, I understand. I'll continue to do my best to answer your expectations of me.
It's interesting how much they seem to value prestige at the school. Over the well-being of the students, I'll say.
It's just...
This guy seems a bit meek, doesn't he? You know, why don't you write about me? Alcohol, smoking, and theft and violence. Man. So, this might be a bit controversial, but where I live, smoking and drinking is not like, it's not a big deal in high school. The legal drinking age is 18, but it's very common for people to at least have a few beers every now and then. There is, of course, a big difference between, like, that doesn't mean, like, excessive consumption was still frowned upon. But it's fun when you see, like, media from especially the United States that make it teenage drinking out to be like, oh, it's the devilish sin. I've always thought of it as a bit of exploring, rather. And it's not really a sin on behalf of the, like, kids, you know. It's more... honestly, it's more of a, I think it's more of a seeking behavior, that you're seeking out, you know, a little, not necessarily danger, but excitement. Wow, Sakamoto has quite the reputation, as we can see. They're making a really good job of setting up a sort of animosity towards you and Sakamoto.
Yes!
Who is this girl with the big forehead? I wonder if we'll see her later again.
There you are.
Here I am.
Sorry for calling you up here like this. I bet Kawakami already told you stuff like, don't get involved with him, huh?
How do you know?
Figured as much. Then again, we're in the same boat. I heard you got a criminal record. Everyone's talking about it. No wonder you were so gutsy.
Hey, I wasn't that gutsy, was I?
What was all that happened? You know, how we almost got killed at a castle. It wasn't a dream, right? You remember it too, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, just because we both remember it doesn't mean much, though.
I feel like that kind of means a lot, though. It means it's probably not a dream.
I mean, even if it was a dream, you saved me from Kamoshida. So yeah, thanks.
Hey, you're welcome.
But man, that Kamoshida we saw... You probably don't know about it, but there are some rumors about him.
There are some rumors about it.
You know, the guy you met at the school gates. The ripped one.
He's
That
pretty
asshole
ripped.
who was all full of himself at the castle. No one says anything against him because he's some medalist who took the volleyball team to nationals. The way Kamoshida was king of that castle felt crazy real because of that. I wonder if we can go back to that castle again.
Yeah.
Ah, forget it. It must have all been a dream. It has to be. Sorry to drag you out here like this. That's all I had to say. You know, we might be pretty similar. I feel like we're gonna get along just fine as troublemakers. I'm
Yeah.
Ryuji Sakamoto. I'll come talk if I see you around. Don't ignore me, alright?
That's actually a pretty good line. Don't ignore me.
See ya.
Alright, we already made a friend. First day of school. I don't think I made a friend the first day. Although I actually knew people from before, so that, but I guess that doesn't count.
Hey, I got a call from the school. I hear you ditched half a day on your first day of school.
I feel like this would never happen in real life that they call. I'm sorry.
Just when I was thinking you had it together this morning. Look, just behave yourself. One wrong step and your life is over. You do know what probation means, right?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just closed up shop. I'll head over in half an hour, as
Ooh.
What are you
Who is
standing
he
around
talking
for?
to?
Get upstairs and go to bed already.
I like how you don't
it's a
get
guy.
dinner.
I just hired a part-timer. Don't forget to lock the door and turn all the lights off, okay? Yep, I'm leaving now. I told you, he's a part-timer.
If you had a save file from the original, you would get the bonuses here in this cardboard box. I do not remember what bonuses it was though. I think the PC version had them by default on your first playthrough. Today we can't do anything else though, so I'll have to go to sleep and move on to the next day. And we will go Velvet Room again. And he will tell us about us awakenings to our power, I believe.
About time you've come to.
Hey, I just fell asleep.
On your feet, inmate.
Our master wishes to speak with you. It's for your own sake that you take his words to heart.
First off, let us celebrate our reunion.
Cheers.
Oh, you've awakened to your powers, and special ones at that. Your rehabilitation can finally begin.
Rehabilitation is interesting, because it implies that you're not well adjusted and something is wrong with you. You need to rehabilitate it towards, you know, normalcy. And I'm not entirely sure what they are getting at here, because it's obvious that you kind of need to be a little bit more powerful. The word rehabilitation, it's an interesting choice.
There is no need to understand it all for the time being. You will be training the power of Persona, which you have awakened to. Personas are, in other words, a mask, an armor of the heart when confronting worldly matters.
Yes, they are.
I have high
That's not. What do you mean?
There is no need to worry. You will learn when the time comes. By the by, have you come to appreciate the Metaverse Navigator? Using it will allow you to come and go between
and palaces. Yeah. So they're dropping a lot of information on you.
I bestowed it to you as a means to train you as a thief.
The Metaverse Navigator is a gift from our master. You better take care in using it, inmate.
Devote yourself to your training so that you may become a fine thief.
It must be disheartening to make use of the Metaverse Navigator
I'd like to say
alone.
there are some contradictions here. You're supposed to be rehabilitated, but you're also being trained as a thief. While you're being in prison here. Or at least it shows up as a prison. And usually you don't train thieves in prison.
Should there be others who would prove beneficial to you, I will grant it to them as well. This is all for you to grow as a most excellent thief.
It's time. Go back and enjoy whatever rest you might have.
So I apparently lost about 80 minutes of footage, so I've actually already previously recorded the parts coming up now in the next hour or so. But I wanted to make for a complete experience, so we'll be editing clips together if it looks a bit janky.
Seriously?
Anyway, let's keep going.
What's going on?
But these small conversations on the train helps to paint a picture of why the public is against the current government. That will be important to the plot later.
Isn't that her?
You mean that one with the red ribbon? I guess so.
She's so thin. It's not fair. I've got my hair in a ponytail too.
Yeah, so?
Okay, and what's that got to do with being thin?
That guy is such a baller for calling her out.
Please, take my seat. My station's coming up.
Are you sure? Oh, then.
That's very nice of her. I'm a bit bad at myself when getting up for others when I commute.
Oh, wow, what speed! I mean, excuse me, that seat was for this lady.
I love how polite she is, even when confronting him. She's really polite. I wouldn't ask her that nicely.
Oh.
I would want me to wake him up.
It's alright. I can understand his position as well.
I really don't. That guy is just a dick.
I'm sorry I couldn't be any help.
It's all right, dearie. Don't you worry.
Please allow me to carry your luggage at least.
And she is really a saint, I guess.
Thank you. Ain't it heavy, though?
Not at all. I train plenty.
Hey. I also go to the gym sometimes, and I don't carry people's luggages for fun.
Pardon me.
I didn't notice this before, but if you look at her face now, she has a really determined expression.
Thank you so much for earlier.
And like I said, very polite.
For what you did on the train, speaking up for that older woman. You're a second year at Shujin Academy, correct? I'm a first year there myself.
One thing that you can pay attention to in like Japanese media and games is whenever there's school characters and they have uniforms, usually the more important characters have something to like set their uniform apart. So in this girl's case, it's the ribbon, obviously. You can also see that her shoes are not like normal school shoes. They are red as well.
Thinking you totally slipped my mind back on the train, and I didn't want to be rude to my senpai. Please excuse me.
The main character actually doesn't really have a quirk. I guess it arguably because you're the main character, you will realize you're important anyway, so you don't really need that distinction. Now they're being talking about spreading rumors about Takamaki again. And this is such a harsh comment. I wish she'd just not come to school. It can't be that bad, can it? Can it be? I've never had experience with that type of like rumor spreading or bullying though. I can't say for sure how realistic that is.
Class is starting.
Ooh, class. I really like these class segments. It's probably because I enjoy answering questions so much. Hey, you kid.
What's the answer?
Okay, so the book is called The Devil's Dictionary. I haven't read it myself, but just from the question we can gather that it's probably not intelligence, because it's called The Devil's Dictionary, right? Like you said. Although it's supposed to be cynically satirical. It's definitely not money, because that doesn't really make any sense. It's also not experience, because the reason it's not money is because that would mean how would we progress before the invention of money, or the widespread use of money instead of barter. That doesn't make sense. It's probably not experience. I feel like those are more connected in a way, right? Yeah, you gain experience by progressing, but then it would otherwise, so it would be a catch-22, right? If you need experience to progress, then you gain experience by progressing. So it has to be villains. And also I played the game 4 times, so I know.
This is it.
Correct.
And I didn't show you guys, but you can actually call the Thieves Guild here when you answer the questions, and you can see like the percentages that people chose. You can see like every option by percentage of how many shows it. And since most people probably use a guide, the correct one always has the highest percentage. In the real world, villains don't push humanity forward. All they do is spread chaos and strife. Atlas has done a good job in the writing to like connect some of the questions to the broader themes of the game. And this one will come back quite soon, actually. Not quite in the villain. It's not as a villain, but think more vigilante.
No way. What?
He's a studious criminal. A criminal who loves to read. And also this is a choice that they made where answering questions in class gives you plus knowledge. I think it's much better if it gives you charm. That makes a lot more sense, you know. You get more popular by showing off a bit, especially. It is that way in Persona 3. But and I think it's that way in Persona 4. But I actually don't remember. Oh, now I got rumors about me and the honor student as well.
Hey there, Takamaki. Things have been pretty dangerous lately with all those accidents.
Oh no, he's hitting the sleazeball.
Sorry, I have a photo shoot today. It's for the special summer issue, so I can't afford to miss it.
Hey now, being a model's fine and dandy, but don't work your pretty little self to the bone. You mentioned you weren't feeling well, right? Something about appendicitis?
Yes, I keep planning to go to the hospital, but I've been too busy. Sorry to worry you.
You must be lonely too. I feel bad for keeping your best friend at practice so often.
They really did a good job at making Kamoshida creepy here. He really isn't taking no for an answer from her.
Oh, and be careful around that transfer student. He's got a criminal record after all. If something were to happen to you.
Thank you. Please excuse me.
I also think her voice actress does a good job of portraying her being like wanting to get away from the whole situation.
Yo.
Yo. My man.
I want to talk about that castle from yesterday.
All
I
right.
tried telling myself it was all just a dream, but I couldn't do it.
He's pretty determined right away to get to the bottom of this.
I can't act like nothing happened. It's all connected to that bastard Kamoshida, after all. I want to find out what's up with that place, no matter what. And you know, you're the only person I can rely on for this stuff, so... You in?
Hell yeah.
Nice! Okay, glad we're in this together.
I know a lot of people like to pick the troll answers when they talk, but I just like Ryuji. I like being nice to him as well.
I think we should just try and retrace our steps from yesterday. In the meantime, you're walking to the station, right? Let's go together.
He often gets a lot of flack for being a bit stupid, but this is a surprisingly reasonable idea, right?
Let me know if you notice any other weird buildings on the way.
I should probably just go along with this.
If a huge castle like that really exists, I'm sure we'll find it in no time. When did they build something like that, though? We walked that way from here, right? When you put it that way,
we don't really
I'm not
know.
so sure anymore.
See them walking.
All right, this way. Let me know if you notice something.
This is also smart editing, because, you know, it doesn't add anything to the story to see them walking the back streets.
We're at school. There wasn't anything out of place along the way, right? I didn't see no castle either. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Let's try again.
Again?
Don't worry, I won't mess up this time. Let's go.
I will see about that.
For real?
For real? That is really his catchphrase, by the way.
Is it smaller than we think it is?
I always laugh at this quote. I don't know why, but it's kind of a funny thing to say. Maybe it's just too small, the castle.
What do you think?
I think you should check on your phone.
I already did that, but I didn't see anything like it around here.
And now?
Huh? Phone. Hey, that reminds me. Didn't you have a navigation app thingy on back then?
And this might seem like a stretch from Ryuji and like a bit of, how should I put it, Deus Ex style writing. But if you paid attention to the cutscene back when they entered castle the first time, the phone was actually like talking out, and like he's gonna remind us now in a second here.
I don't know if it was or not, but I heard stuff that sounded like one coming from your phone.
Exactly.
You know, didn't it say stuff like returned to the real world or something like that?
And the writing early here is very good at making use of things that have come up previously. There's very little, a few things that are wasted.
Let me see your phone for a bit. What's this eyeball-looking thing?
Can't believe it.
Wait, what? What a weird app. Oh, wait, this is it! I knew it! It is a navigation app! There's even your search history!
This is well done by
Aw, man,
Ryuji.
I'm such a genius!
I don't know if you're such a genius, but give him credit here, I think. Give him some
Let's try
credit.
using it.
I don't know about this.
Why? All we're doing is starting an app.
Kamoshida. Shujin Academy. Pervert. Castle.
And I'm pretty sure the other dungeons do not have something similar like Pervert Castle. They're simply usually like something like house or like the location, right?
Beginning navigation.
Here we go! And then we went in a certain direction and... Hey, what are you... Huh? What the hell?
had to take some nose breather. I'm a little bit ill at the moment.
Look, it's the castle from yesterday.
It sure is.
We made it back. That means what happened yesterday was for real too. Ah! Those clothes! That happened last time too, huh?
Sure did.
What's with that outfit?
Not bad, huh?
You like it?
I actually like it. I think his costume design is very nice. The only thing I'm not sold on, which we can't quite see now, is the shoes. Because they are not black or like black shade, they are brown. And so it looks off in some pictures. Maybe we'll see it later.
What's going on here? This makes no effing sense at all!
Hey!
The monster cat!
Stop making a commotion!
You?
The shadows started acting up, so I came here wondering what it could be. To think you guys would come back to the entrance when you barely managed to escape.
What is this place? Is it the school?
That's right.
That's right.
But it's a castle!
This castle is the school. But only to this castle's ruler.
The castle's ruler?
I think you called him Kamoshida?
Now we're getting a lot of information here.
It's how his distorted heart views the school.
Kamoshida? Distorted?
The one thing I take a little bit of issue with here is the fact that it says it's his distorted heart. I feel like cognition is more of like a cerebral thing rather than emotional. But I guess both play into it.
Explain it in a way that makes sense!
I shouldn't have expected a moron to get it.
What did you say? What was that?
He went from genius to moron rather quickly.
It must be the slaves captive here.
For real?
And there's the catchphrase.
Oh shit! It's for real!
Twice! Let's see if it
saw
makes
other
up the
guys
hat
held captive here yesterday. I'm pretty sure they're from our school.
Most likely on Kamoshida's orders. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's like that every day here.
Must be harsh.
What's more, you two escaped yesterday. He must have lost his temper quite a bit.
That son of a bitch!
Ryuji?
This is bullshit!
He's really emotional about this.
You hear me, Kamoshida?!
Doing that isn't going to open it, you know. Still, it seems you have your reasons.
Hey, Mona!
It's Morgana!
And this banter is gonna continue for the whole game, by the way. Between
Do you know
those
where
two.
those voices are coming from?
You want me to take you to them? Well, I guess I could guide you there. But only if he comes with us.
I'm in. Let's go.
It's settled then.
For real?
And that is 3 times now in a single cutscene.
Thanks, man.
Alright, let's do this. Follow me. This is our infiltration point.
Ain't that where we escaped out of last time?
That's right. Not barging in through the entrance is one of the basics of phantom thievery.
Now
How are we supposed to know about that stuff?
we're getting a little bit of a tutorial from Morgana here. And, it's gonna teach us the way of the Phantom Thief.
I'll make sure to teach you as we go. Come on, follow me.
So, sorry for dragging you into all of this. But I just can't forgive that bastard Kamoshida doing whatever the hell he wants. Really though, thanks for coming along. I owe you big time. Man, this place is as creepy as always.
Mm-hmm. Now make sure you do exactly as I say, alright?
Alright. exactly as you say.
Follow me.
And I mentioned before that the tutorials are kind of in your face.
What's
but
this?
At least they're tying the tutorial into a story section, which I think is good.
Let's go. Shoot. I had a feeling there would be guards here.
Oh no.
It looks like we're going to have to start fighting our way forward.
I'm done.
For real?
And that is his fourth for real this session.
Oh boy. I'll just teach you the basics of battle for now. You'd better not forget all of this. Always try to ambush enemies instead of rushing everywhere headlong. Attack from behind whenever you can. You'll need to rip their masks off to momentarily break the control that the palace ruler has over them. If you succeed, your opponent will be caught off guard, allowing us to jump in for a preemptive attack.
And this
So,
is actually
we
pretty
want to get the
important
jump on
advice
and
for
make
the
the
game.
first strike.
You know you're just going to be watching, right? You don't have a persona. But anyway, let's go.
I don't want to say the game is balanced around always ambushing, but it makes it a lot easier.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go!
Also, you get different battle fields depending on whether you ambush or attack normally. So now we'll be listening to Takeover.
Ravage them!
Nice work, team!
It's a step forward.
And we are already level 4.
All right.
And I don't know why I'm
Why
walking.
ain't anyone here? Damn it! They were here before! Where'd they go?
Quiet down!
Oh yeah, there were more of them further in too.
He's very determined
They
here,
might have been
Ryuji.
transferred
He shows
already.
like a lot of passion and very active in making something happen.
Crap!
I like that
I
about
can
his
hear
character.
footsteps coming. Lots of them.
It's often said in discussions that Ryu is the guy who is most similar to a mainstream type of main character. That is, he's a bit vulgar at times, he's a bit reckless. Maybe a little bit stupid. But he has a big heart, and that's what matters.
It would be a problem if they discovered us now. Hey, let's head into that room. We should...
And now we get another tutorial here about safe rooms.
The shadows probably won't come in here.
And also this music track is... it's probably the worst in the game. I'm just gonna say it. It does never make sense.
How can you tell?
There's a lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
Is this a classroom?
Now do you understand?
I really like though how they build up the whole cognitive world thing with the distortion turning it into a castle, but sometimes the distortion is weak and then you can see the world again. It's a bit minor, but it's a nice touch.
This place is another reality that the ruler's heart projects.
This is Kamoshida's reality? Shit makes no sense at all.
One could say it's a world in which one's distorted desires have materialized. I call such a place a palace.
A palace?
Palace?
This is happening because he thinks the school is his own castle.
So, it became like this because he just thought of it like that?
It was an interesting thought exercise to think what your own palace would be. Maybe mine would just be a palace.
That son of a bitch!
You must really hate this Kamoshida guy.
Hate doesn't even cover how I feel.
And again, I feel like the music track with this conversation, it just doesn't go well together. But, like I've mentioned before now a couple of times, he's really determined right from the get-go, Ryuji.
Everything is that asshole's fault!
I don't know what happened between you two, but don't let your emotions get the better of you.
That's actually a fair criticism. It's very emotional right now.
His lackeys are everywhere inside. You're curious about your outfit, aren't you?
And now we change the subject, very suddenly.
Yeah, I'm curious as hell about it too.
That's also because of this world.
More stuff that makes no sense.
Anything distorts according to how a ruler pleases within his palace. A school can turn into a castle like this, after all. In order to prevent such distortions, one must hold a powerful will of rebellion.
In the other games, it's often like, not will of rebellion. They often speak of like the strength of heart. But it's a bit similar, right?
Your appearance is a manifestation of that. It's the image of rebellion that you hold within.
One thing that's consistent across all the Persona games is that the strength of Persona comes from the heart.
I'm so fed up with all this! I'm more curious about you than his clothes! What the hell are you anyways?
I'm a human. An honest-to-God human.
And this discussion will come up again.
No, you're obviously more like a cat!
This is, well, it's because I lost my true form. I think.
You think?
You think? That's pretty reasonable.
But I do know how to regain my true form. The reason why I snuck in here was for a preliminary investigation of those means. Well, I ended up getting caught, though. Besides, I've been tortured by Kamoshida too.
Poor Morgana. It can't be easy losing your true form, being called a cat, and getting tortured.
I'm gonna make him pay for sure.
What is this, a comic book? This is seriously crazy.
I like how he reacts like that here when talking to Morgana, but everything else, he kind of takes his stride.
If we're gonna keep going, we should hurry along. I'll be counting on your skills this time too, rookie. Got it?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna force it all on you. I thought it might help, so... I brought this just in case. It's a model gun, though, so it only makes sounds.
That's a toy!
But it looks totally real, so it'll at least fake him out. Oh, I brought some medicine, too. You know what they say, providing is pre-something.
I actually do not know this proverb that it's referring to. Providing is preparing? I don't know, preparing? But bringing the toy gun is, it's a surprising foresight.
So you were planning this from the start. Well, fine. If you're ready to go, we'll resume our infiltration.
I'm ready, let's go. And I do not know how to pronounce the name of that gun.
There are probably still central. Let's use this time to hash out our...
Also compare the track that's playing now to the one that was playing during the cutscene. It's a lot more fitting for a sort of safe room style, right? But it's also just a better track, in my opinion.
Damn it.
Well...
And I recommend that you talk to people when you're in the safe room. You can pick up some fun stuff.
Now then. Okay, let's go. Oh, there's a guard on duty here.
Now I think we'll get another tutorial.
The way to the training hall should be just beyond those bars.
So, what are we gonna do? Do we gotta fight it?
Seems like it. Just don't let it notice you beforehand. If it does, the palace's security level will rise.
I pretty much never pay attention to the security level. I have never had it
and
go
what do we
to
do if that
100%.
happens? Run away?
Well, the security level will go back down if we can beat more enemies without getting noticed.
That sounds, complicated.
I'll just come out and say it. This mechanic is one of the most irrelevant in the game.
Fine. I'll put together some info about the security level. This is crucial to successful palace infiltration. So make sure you actually read it, okay?
It is not crucial. The reason it's not crucial is because it gets reduced by ambushing enemies. And you should always be ambushing enemies anyway. You will be even the...
What's this?
Even a new player will try and do that. I just want to say that I attack rather than ambush.
Don't underestimate them.
Go down.
Who was that?
Oh no. I missed.
Let's go.
Ravage them!
Cut forth! My other self! Now, coup de grace! Only
Persona!
one more. Let's go! Persona!
And these battles are essentially tutorials.
A spectacular victory!
So you should just play around with your abilities. See what every option does.
Hey.
Damn it.
Hey, have you seen anyone who looks like an intruder?
Almost ran into the guards there. Thank God for cutscenes.
No, nobody yet.
Shoot. I had a feeling there would be a lot of enemies. It'd be impossible to dodge all of them.
Then what do we do? Should we try and take him down like before?
I guess we have to fight.
It's not that simple. We still have a long way to go, so we should be conserving energy.
And he's actually giving you a critical tip here for dungeon exploration going forward. You have to conserve your energy, because otherwise you won't be able to do the dungeons at the pace that you want to. And we'll get back to that later, once we go for our real dungeon run.
I see. Damn it. I wish I could fight. I'd at least be able to help out a little bit. But all I got is this toy from earlier. Such a loser.
You're not a loser, dude. You're cool. You're the coolest.
Huh? Do you mean that gun?
Yeah, it looks real and all, but it doesn't shoot anything.
I see. Well, there is a way.
And he gets really excited there, just look at his eyes.
Okay, we'll use that to take down the enemies.
This mechanic here, in terms of like lore, it's actually one of my favorite ones.
What? Were you listening to me? It don't even shoot pellets.
Don't worry, I'm sure this'll work. Attack away, frizzy hair.
Leave it to me.
Dude, I keep saying it's not gonna fire anything.
You have the gun with you, right? Point it at a shadow and fire.
But it doesn't fire anything. Or does it?
How about that? Surprised?
Yes and no.
There are plenty of instances where rapid fire is going to be more useful than swinging your knife. Of course, you can run out of ammo, but using it all up does more good than letting it collect dust.
And this is actually a change from the original Persona 5. In the original Persona 5, guns had limited ammunition, but it was not restored after the battle. It was restored once you exited the dungeon, which meant that you had to be way more careful with using guns. But mostly it led to you not really using them that much, actually.
Alright, I'll show you my weapon too.
For real?
By the way, every gun, every party member has like their own type of gun. They have slightly different firing properties, but they deal the same type of damage.
Listen to this.
Yeah, this explanation I really like. But your enemies are expecting you to come at them with guns loaded. That's true. If you see a guy in real life with a gun, you're gonna expect it to be loaded. You're not gonna be like, nah. He has no shots left.
Let's get them! Our ammo's replenished. Go on, dump it into the enemy.
Dumping ammo.
Nice.
Quit griping, Blondie. Like I said, they will be bantering for most of the game. It's fun though. I like following it. And now we get access to actually commanding Morgana. Previously he was controlled by the AI.
What do you want to do?
A direct command means that you command him directly. You can also do act freely, but I have never done that.
I'll reveal your true form.
Alright, the first
I noticed how we got a different battlefield now, compared to the previous battles.
Looks like we cleaned up here.
And guns are arguably your strongest weapon early on. Rather than skills even.
A guard. I'm pretty sure that's where we need to be going too.
You guys gonna take it down again?
I guess that's our only choice. But wait, this might be a good time.
And this is like the final basic battle tutorial. There will be 2 more tutorials that deal with battle mechanics, but once you've done this one, you know the important stuff.
Okay, I've decided. I'm gonna teach you two a special way to fight enemies.
I'll pass. I wanna try this.
Don't be so modest. This one's on the house. Let's go.
He's still happy. I like it.
Listen, there's a distinct flow to battles. Let me show you. After all, seeing is...
Seeing is
something.
believing is what it is.
First, knock down all the enemies. Everything starts at that crucial step.
And you knock down enemies by hitting the reach.
Go down!
Alright, now rush on in for an all-out attack.
I always like this animation. It's pretty cool. And you get to call a guardian the showstopper.
That went really well. You're definitely fit for this.
Well, thank you.
What was that super move thing you just did?
I told you.
I told you. It's called an all-out attack.
I can't believe I remember some lines.
If you manage to knock all the enemies down, you might be able to use it to beat them all at once.
At least not that accurately.
Yeah, that was over quick.
It's a concentrated attack on defenseless enemies, after all. Now, as I mentioned before, I want you to be the head of our command. You can decide when we use this.
All right.
Strike the enemy's weakness, knock them all down, then do an all-out attack. That's the ideal.
And that is actually a good tip that it gives you for battling. There are, however, some exceptions.
Yes!
Mostly when you're fighting single strong enemies, such as bosses.
Yeah.
There are also some strong shadows where you do not want to use all-out attack.
Whoa! Damn it! This is bullshit!
How many times do I have to tell you to keep your voice down?
You'll have to tell him constantly.
But this is beyond messed up!
Yeah.
How do I open this? Stop it! Leave us alone.
It's useless.
Huh?
If we stay obedient, we won't be executed like you guys.
And it's incredible that this is how Kamoshida views his students, right?
You're telling me
A
you want to
slave?
stay in a place like this?
Wait a minute. Were you planning on taking these guys out of here?
We can't just leave him here.
How stupid can you be?
I feel like Morgana is overly harsh here.
What?
These are only humans in Kamoshida's cognition. They aren't real humans that have entered from reality. They're different from you two.
Cognition?
It means there's no point in saving them. They're different from the real ones in the real world.
And it's pretty interesting. So the cognition world is basically fake. Well, not fake. It's real, but it's populated by basically fragments of the owner's cognition, I guess.
You could say that these are extremely similar looking dolls.
And that's also a pretty good description, right?
The hell? Why's it gotta be so complicated? So the school's a castle and the students are slaves. It's so on point that it makes me laugh.
And the fact that this says it's on point, that's a harsh criticism of Kamoshida, right?
This really is the inside of that asshole's head.
But it is a fair one, though.
Still, this is horrible. It must mean he treats them as slaves in the real world, too.
In the real world, too? Wait, I know these guys. They're members of the volleyball team, the one Kamoshida coaches for.
And Ryuji's...
They must be physically abused every day. There's no way they'd be so beat up normally.
Like, Ryuji is once again displaying the fact that he's pretty smart here. Or at least clever. And he comes up with a really good plan here.
Don't tell me they're going through similar shit in reality?
Most likely. I mean, this proves that Kamoshida thinks of them as slaves.
So it might be for real.
And now is this for real again?
I heard that Kamoshida's using physical punishment. They're just rumors, but if they're true, wouldn't this be something to report to the police?
Yes, it would be.
I'll use these guys as evidence.
Yeah, like, this is pretty smart. It's a good idea.
If it all goes well, we can take down that asshole Kamoshida. Huh? It's not working. We can use the navigation app, but the camera's a no-go?
A navigation app?
That's what we used to come here. What about yours?
Whatever you do is fine, but we're gonna get caught if we stand around like this.
Hang on a sec. There's no other way. I'll just memorize their faces before going home.
And this is a creative solution. However, I don't know, but Ryuji does not strike me as a guy that can memorize faces. But maybe he is.
Let's go!
We'll trust him.
Damn it!
Yeah. I don't think that is good trading, by the way.
Hey!
It seems that your results would be worse if you're dehydrated.
Come on, man.
Yeah, this is really his finals.
Whoa!
What are your thoughts?
Yeah!
I got all of them.
What?
And you can already see even the cognitive humans here. They seem a little bit reluctant to, you know, sell Kamoshida, right? Or not sell,
yes!
Because, you know, he does deserve to be sold, but they don't seem like they want to tell on him.
Let's go!
Oh man! This way!
And one idea that I have about it being a castle, I'll get back to that in a second. Watch yourself.
Ugh, you knaves again? To think you'd make the same mistake again. You're hopeless.
The school ain't your castle.
Oh, tell him.
Memorize their faces
Tell him,
real
Ryuji.
good. You're going down.
It seems it's true when they say barking dogs seldom bite. How far the star runner of the track team has fallen.
Oh.
What the hell are you getting at?
I speak of the track trader, who acted in violence, ending his teammates' dreams. Oh, I can only imagine the pain of the others who were dragged under with your selfish act.
Violence?
What a surprise. So you're accompanying him without knowing anything at all. He betrayed his teammates and crushed their hopes. Yet he still carries on as carefree as ever.
That's not true!
What a tragedy. You blindly trusted this fool, and he's led you right to your death.
We're basically getting most of Ryuji's backstory here. At least the important parts.
Hurry up and dispose of them. I can't stand their stench.
God damn it!
Ryuji, move! We're surrounded.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you because King Kamoshida told us! I'll kill because that's what he wants! This'll hurt.
Ouch.
Persona! Ha!
And this battle
more
is
of them?
not winnable.
Failure!
Can't be.
Damn.
Oh!
We lost.
You piece of...
I bet you simply came here on a whim and ended up like this, isn't that right?
Well, kind of.
What a worthless piece of trash, getting emotional so quickly. How dare you raise your hand at me? Though it was only temporary, have you forgotten my kindness in supervising track practice?
And now we can really see the roots of their conflict, right?
It wasn't no practice, it was physical abuse! You just didn't like our team!
It was nothing but an eyesore. The only one who needs to achieve results is me.
And what I like about this is that we've already seen like Ryuji be not liking Kamoshida and showing like animosity towards him. But we didn't get the reason, and I actually like getting like the emotional part before the reason. Because it means that you're already like thinking about why he dislikes Kamoshida. And now we get the payoff, right? It's smart writing.
That coach who got fired was hopeless too.
I'll say it doesn't always work though. Sometimes it's better to get a reason.
Had he not opposed me with a sound argument, I would have settled it with only breaking his star's leg.
And this is so crazy to me that he could break a student's leg and get away with it.
What?
Do you need me to deal with your other leg too? The school will call it self-defense anyway.
Yeah, such a shitty school.
Am I gonna lose again? Not only can I not run anymore, the track team is gone too because of this asshole!
So that's why.
Once these two are dealt with, you're next.
Yes.
Ryuji!
Come on, stand up for yourself.
You're right. Everything that was important to me was taken by him. I'll never get him back.
Stay there and watch. Look on as these hopeless scum die for nothing because they sided with trash like you.
No, that's what you are. All you think about is using people.
Yes.
You're the real scumbag, Kamoshida!
Come on, go on, tell him. I think Ryuji makes a good speech here.
What are you doing? Silence him!
Stop looking down on me with that stupid smile on your face!
You made me wait quite a while.
Yes, he sure did.
You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou art I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
Now that's an awakening, right? And that's a cool looking persona.
No, this one is real. Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks! Now that I got this power, it's time for payback! Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Don't mock me, you brat!
I really like how he handles that. Bring it!
Blast him away, Captain Kidd!
What troublemakers that bother King Kamoshida with trifle matter?
Kamoshida's cognition ain't changing, right? And I'll act like the troublemaker I am.
Yes, let's go.
Let's do this, Captain Kidd!
And his persona design is excellent. Just look at it. Really nice.
Captain Kidd!
The enemy's down! The enemy's down!
Good one, Persona!
What is
Let's
this?
go, Captain! Persona!
Time for my persona!
Shit!
And if you haven't noticed already, you can see that like the icons to the bottom right, they change when it's their turn.
Let's go. Go down!
So if you look at the protagonist now, he's like more mellow. And now Morgana has his game face on.
I am a loyal subject of the glorious King Kamoshida. So why have I lost?
It just proves that Kamoshida ain't anything special.
That's a good awakening battle.
How about that?
Whoa. So, Ryuji had the potential too.
You can tell Morgana is really surprised. I wouldn't be that surprised though.
Even if you apologize now, I ain't forgiving you.
I told you that this is my castle. It seems you still don't understand.
And this is creepy.
What? Takamaki?
So that's how he views Takamaki. I can't believe it, man.
Oh! What a meowvelous and beautiful girl!
And Morgana, I think he needs to go to jail here. He's way too...
What's going on?
Well, how I should put it. He's bitten instantly.
Yeah, now that you mention it. But why is she even here?
It's obviously not a real one, man.
Hey! Let go of her, you perv!
I like how he calls him out at least.
How many times must I tell you until you understand? This is my castle, a place in which I can do whatever I want. Everyone wishes to be loved by me. That is, everyone besides slow-witted thieves like you.
Hey.
Takamaki! Say something!
I'm smart, not slow-witted.
Calm down, Ryuji. It seems that girl isn't the real one. She's the same as those slaves. A being made from Kamoshida's cognition of her.
He is, of course, completely correct here.
Are you jealous?
Well, jealous is the wrong word.
Well, I'm not surprised. Women aren't drawn to problematic punks like you.
I feel like that's not true. There are plenty of serial killers who get a lot of letters in prison.
Damn it!
And being a serial killer, that's pretty problematic to me at least.
Clean them up this instant!
We're outnumbered. Let's scram before we get surrounded.
We're not gonna do anything and just run?
We can't die here.
Thank God you've got a level head.
Fine. We'll expose what you really are no matter what. You better be ready for us.
I was beginning to get bored of torturing the ones here. Come at me whenever you want, if you don't care about your life.
I can tell the cognitive Kamoshida is, he's feeling safe.
Ignore
while he
him.
shouldn't.
Let's go!
We'll get him. Eventually.
Anyways, I don't remember changing into this.
He does look like a thug though.
What the hell? It's much better than your magician-looking one.
Agree to disagree, bro.
Did you find them?
I actually think his design is... It's not the worst, but it's a bit weak. I think it's a little bit over-accessorized, like the knee pads and the elbow pads, along with like weird, is it like a bullet on the belt there? Plus, I'm not sold on the like yellow gloves. But I like his collar, and I like the mask, and I do like the cravat as well.
Quiet!
No! Search that way!
But if I had to pick one outfit here, I would pick Joker's out of the ones present.
So what's going on?
I told you before. When a Persona user opposes a palace's ruler and becomes a threat to them, this happens. It's to prevent you from being affected by distortions.
Is this a skull?
Yes, it is.
Your appearance reflects your inner self. It's the rebel that slumbers within.
And I've always wondered a bit about this. Is it like your view of a rebel then that decides your outfit? How you think a rebel looks? What do you think a rebel looks like?
Not that you'll get it.
Because I don't think his Ryuji's like outfit doesn't really seem connected to his persona. Because his persona is a pirate, right? And he doesn't exactly have a pirate outfit.
Nope.
Then stop asking questions and accept what you see for what it is.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
Wait, we're in deep shit!
I said to be quiet!
We might have gotten away here, but we're still screwed with Kamoshida at the real school.
That's quite sharp of you. For being an idiot.
Man, he's so harsh to Ryuji, man.
Relax. The Kamoshida in reality can't possibly know about what happens here. A shadow is the true self that is suppressed. A side of one's personality they don't want to see.
So, we're okay?
Did the Kamoshida in reality remember about the execution?
No, he didn't.
There you have it.
Alright. Now that we know that, all we gotta do is...
So they can, it seems that the real Kamoshida can affect the cognitive one somewhat. And the cognitive one will be able to affect the real one, which we'll learn more about later. But it's not, they don't exactly share memories.
Wait, I guided you as promised. It's your turn to cooperate with me.
We never promised that.
That's why I was super nice about teaching you idiots everything.
You idiots.
Huh? Cooperate?
He's a bit of a tool at times for Ghana.
Don't you remember? I originally came here for an investigation. I need to erase the distortion from my body and regain my real form. That's why we must delve deep into mementos and...
Whoa, hold up. What are you going on and on about?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Cat?
We never said anything about helping you out.
Huh? don't tell me. Are you not going to repay the hospitality I showed
He's so
you?
surprised.
Especially you. You're going to up and leave, even though you're already part of my master plan?
What master plan? I never promised.
See, I wasn't lying.
Is it because I'm not human? Because I'm like a cat? Is that why you're making a fool of me?
Yes, we are racist to cats here. That's why we're making a fool out of you.
We're busy.
He says we're busy. That's such a poor excuse, though.
Thanks for everything, Cat. You've got guts being a cat and all. See you around.
Hey! What the hell? Oh, seriously? Why are you wrapping this up like everything's all hunky-dory?
But it is hunky-dory. To us.
Oh, hell no! Get back here!
It's a nice sequence, actually. I like that scene.
You have returned to the real world. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mr. Navigator.
Thank God. We're back. Yeah, I dragged you around a lot, huh? Sorry, man.
Don't be sorry. It was fun.
I'm dead tired. How you holding up?
I could use a nap.
Me too. And I'm gonna sleep like a rock when I get home.
By the way, don't take naps, guys. It ruins your night's sleep.
But damn, if what we saw was for real,
That's
this is gonna get good.
That's a tip from an ex-napper.
I totally remember the faces of the guys Kamoshida was treating like slaves. Once we make him fess up to any physical abuse, Kamoshida will be done.
And this is a pretty good plan that he cooks up here, I think.
So, want to help me look for those guys or any witnesses?
Absolutely.
Now that's what I'm talking about!
I like that when you're nice to him, he's a real bro to you as well.
Hey, so if you're thinking of laying low because you got a record, I don't think that'll help. Everyone already knows. They totally got you pegged as a criminal.
How'd that happen?
Kamoshida opened his damn mouth.
Now this is one of the things in the story that doesn't really make sense. Why is Kamoshida interested in spreading, like, your criminal record? Is it just out of spite? Is it because he disagrees with the principal about taking you in? It's not given a good motivation, I think.
No one else besides a teacher could have leaked it that fast. It doesn't matter if it's a student or a club. That asshole just wrecks things he doesn't agree with.
Yeah, he's probably just, like, being an asshole, honestly.
Just like he did with me. No one will take anything I say seriously.
Yeah, it does fit into the game's, like, anti-authoritarian message, because like, when you have a, like, authoritarian outlook, you tend to think that only what I believe matters is important, and everything else should just, like, adapt or get lost. So, like, he takes the chance to, like, break up the track club because he doesn't think that's important, or should have a, like, a place at the school, and then he goes after you with the rumors because he doesn't think you should have a place at the school, right?
Still, those rumors about him getting physical might be real. And after seeing Kamoshida's distorted heart thing in person, there's no way I can just sit back.
And he has a great heart.
I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'm hyped about this too.
We can tell you're hyped, man. And now? Oh, what's happening? Yeah, this is why the story can be said to be told in flashbacks.
Acting as a phantom thief would have been more efficient alone. You could have gone about it that way.
Would it?
However, you did not. There are merits to having associates. That's what you decided.
Isn't it?
Am I wrong?
Well, not wrong.
I am thou. Thou art I.
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the chariot persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, he's hungry.
Right. I haven't eaten anything since lunch.
And this is the first confidant that you unlock out of, well, many confidants. So he has that distinction, being the first confidant. But he's not the first party member that you meet.
It'd be weird splitting off now, so why don't we grab a bite somewhere?
Yeah, sure.
Just follow me.
That's probably one of the things I miss about high school, when you went after class to get a bite with your friends. It wasn't the same thing in university. I totally gotta hear about
your past. What? The hell, man? How much shittier can that asshole get?
It's in the past.
Are you for real? If it was me, I wouldn't calm down until I punched that dick in the face!
And now I assume that you're telling him about your previous encounter with the thing that made you get probation, right?
So you left your hometown and you're living here now, huh?
Yep.
We might be more alike than I originally thought.
You may be right.
You're the first guy that made me think that.
This is such a nice line. And a nice smile. Ryuji really is he's a real bro.
I guess it's how we're treated like a pain in the ass by the people around us. Like we don't belong. I did something stupid at school before, too. The place you're living now is in Yongen, right? It's rush hour on the subways. I suggest you kill some time before heading home. What the hell, man? You barely touched your food.
And now he's giving me more junior. You know, I'm not a junior guy in real life. I think it's decent, but I wouldn't add extra.
Just let me do it. I gotta thank you for helping me. Anyways, I got your back like you got mine from tomorrow on. As long as we do something about Kamoshida, I'm sure we'll both feel better about being... Oh yeah! Tell me your number. Oh, chat ID too.
And assume they are using a chat app like
Just
mine.
you wait, Kamoshida. We're gonna start right away tomorrow. First, let's hit up those guys that were kept as slaves. The volleyball rally's tomorrow, huh? Shit's recommended by Kamoshida. Makes me want to gag.
I've never been to a rally like that at school. Sports weren't... where I live, sports aren't really tied to school, but rather to like actual sports clubs.
But thanks to that, we got no classes in the afternoon, and we can walk around unnoticed. Well, I guess we can work out the details tomorrow. Come on, you gotta eat more! There's tons of ginger here!
Even more ginger.
So, about this plan to take down Kamoshida.
Lower your voice.
Right.
I mean, the chance of them actually being overheard, I feel like is minuscule. But then again, there comes a detective, so... And we talked before about the uniforms being different for important characters. We can see it on both Shiho and Takamaki, right? Takamaki has like the hoodie and the red tights instead of just like the normal skirt, right? And Shiho is wearing like is not wearing a blazer, and she has I don't know what it's called, but it's a sort of like rehabilitation thing on her knee, right? It's for dealing with stress injuries, is that what you call it? Like injuries that are caused by reoccurring pressure. Is that how you say it? Reoccurring strain. But like I said before, if a character is a little bit important, their uniform will tend to be a bit different.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. whenever I close my eyes, I keep thinking about too many things.
Shiho.
Nationals are coming up soon, so I keep thinking,
She's really describing being stressed out here.
should someone like me really be on the starting lineup?
Don't worry. Just be confident in yourself. Your skills have been recognized. It's all because you work harder than anyone else.
Yeah. Volleyball's all I have after all.
Takamaki is being really supportive here, which I really like.
More importantly, was that injury okay? It looked really swollen.
No, it's nothing. It's normal. Especially since a meet's coming up.
Sorry to interrupt, Suzui. Mr. Kamoshida told me to get you.
Huh?
That doesn't sound good. You can see right away when she hears that Kamoshida wants to talk to her that she gets like a bit scared, right?
What does he want?
He didn't say.
Her voice actress does a really good job here, I think.
It'll be fine. I bet it's a meeting about the starting lineup or something.
Yeah.
But all stays positive.
Well, I better go.
Yep. Good luck.
And a nice, like, cheer pose as well.
Hang in there, Shiho.
You're home. I take it you actually went to school today?
I sure did, bro. Of course.
I guess you learned your lesson after what happened yesterday. As long as you're not getting into trouble, it's fine by me. I don't know what you've been up to, but trust me, you'll be gone if you start causing problems.
It's really...
In case you forgot, your life is not a free one right now.
He really hammers in the point about not causing trouble, right? But we're gonna cause some trouble later. Don't you guys worry. Nope. I always go for that option. I just have to. Got it. You're the pro. Let's save those guys who've been getting abused. You and me.
Are you even listening to me?
Well,
just stay away from bad influences, okay?
I think, unfortunately, we've already encountered some quote-unquote bad influences.
Hey, I'm gonna head home for the night. I'll lock the store up. Don't go wandering out.
And the bonus content we're talking about here is not available on New Game Plus. There was also, if you had an original Persona 5 save, and then you played like Persona 5 Royal on the same console, you would get bonuses from having a save. But since there was no release of the original on PC, you can't have a save for that. Can't get it. Anyway, I think we're gonna call for a break there. I might be going for another session later today, but given the fact I had some issues with recording previously, I decided to call it quits here. And hopefully everything recorded fine, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.